AFL Ultra is an exciting new way to play AFL23. It's fast-paced, intense, at times frustrating, but somehow still a ton of fun. In this video, I'll take you through the rules, how you can play it, and we'll take a look at a game or two. So let's take a look at some of the rules of Ultra. The game is played over 3 2.5 minute periods, which means you can get through a game in less than 10 minutes. So it's a great quick alternative to a standard 4-quarter match. There's also instant holding the ball, which means there's no ball ups. If a player is tackled, they'll immediately be pinged. To balance this out, there's no need to bounce the ball. Players can run as far as they want and won't be pinged for running too far. While that might sound ridiculous, it actually works really well, as the pressure is so high that it's rare for players to have a ton of open space to run around in. Let's take a look at how scoring works in AFL Ultra. A goal is worth 1 point, while behinds are worth 0 points and result in a turnover of possession. If scores are level after 3 periods of play, the game will go to extra time, which is played under golden goal rules, so next goal wins. This makes for some pretty intense finishes, like this one I had in a game between Richmond and Essendon.
Hobbs farms it out. Look at the distance on that hand pass. Langford had some assistance. Gresham to give them the lead. He's done it.
A real opportunist goal there. He doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
So what's the end product of all these rule changes and adjustments to sliders, which we'll talk about in a bit? Well, the game itself is incredibly fast-paced and highly intense, and the ball is always on the move, so quick hands are hugely important as you try to avoid getting tackled. It's actually a great way to improve your handball skills if that's an area of the game that you struggle with. I've also noticed that bumping has a bit more of a purpose in this mode than it does in the standard game. In a game of Ultra, sometimes play moves so fast that it can be hard to lay a tackle, but bumping can slow a player down enough for you to be able to follow up with a tackle. In a standard game, I pretty much never use the bump, but in Ultra, I've actually found using it to be pretty instinctive. As a result of the high intensity and pressure around the ball, games can tend to be low scoring. But while low scoring games can be a bit of a drag in real life with the rolling maul nature of constant stoppages, in Ultra, play only stops for scores and out of bounds. So while there may not be a lot of scoring, the game is never boring and the pressure is always on. So here are the exact sliders you'll need to play Ultra for yourself. The main changes are upping player speed for both players and AI. I've turned up the success rate for fends and evades to make it easier to avoid tackles, and then I've made some big changes to the umpiring sliders, which is what creates the immediate holding the ball and the ability for players to run without bouncing. Try these out for yourself and let me know in the comments how your AFL Ultra games turn out.